Hello, good evening, or good morning. My name is Louis Marseille. UNE Computers is a workplace that I'm very familiar with. I make purchases there, I hang out there, and most of all, it is the place where I got my first job. When my family and I moved to Richmond, Virginia in 2006, the owner, Edward Derville, or Eduardo Rivar, si usted habla español, ou bien Edouard Derivel, si vous connaissez le français. He is a multi-valued entrepreneur, a knowledgeable businessman with a good heart. Today, Flam TV has the honor to sit down with him for our monthly vlog, Sakpasé, Virginia. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen. Let's learn from this great man.
Dieu, bon Dieu. Pour dire la caille économie, c'est m'a passé dans la rue ça. Pour dire la société qu'on est, qui l'obé cap tiré. Même qu'on a un bon rêve, oui, un bon rêve. Et m'a joué un résultat quand même.
Société pas jamais besoin qu'on ait une misère passée. Yo pas jamais posé aux questions qui sont privées. Étant pour eux son côté pour yo ka bénéficier. Ce résultat on va la seulement compter. Quel que soit où tout
Everything is alright?
ça mi m'a dit franchement pas important. Réalité, et puis on est ici, honnêteté ou pas, mais quoi on joue nous avant.
Good evening, Ed.
Good evening.
Ed, my name is Louis Marseille. I'm here representing Flam TV. I'm here to get a little bit of information about your business here in Virginia. First of all, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am about 50 years old right now, and I've been in Richmond, Virginia, roughly about 23, 24 years now. I am a father of 5, and I can call it really more of a perspective in life, and been a business in Richmond, Virginia also for pretty much the same amount of years as well in the computer business. And that's, I would call Richmond, Virginia to be, one of the areas that I didn't see myself staying in when I first got here, but because of business and also the sense of, raising kids here was a little bit better than everywhere else I counted. And so I stick here in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay. Now, before Richmond, Virginia, where were you?
Before Richmond, I lived in Maryland. I lived in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, within the United States. Those are the states that I live: Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. I basically live in the area where I felt that I was closer to the community of people from the islands like me. Mainly me for having parents from, my mother's Haitian and my father is Cuban. So it's kind of put me in a perspective of being where I can feel more comfortable. So that's why I stayed on those areas of Miami. When I moved to Richmond, it was more like get out of your comfort zone and trying to be successful outside of an environment where you feel too comfortable. So, and it was good to do that as well, really.
And you said your mother Haitian, father Cuban, you American. You always joke about it like in you have the whole world, right?
In me, I have, because I'm born in Dominican Republic, but don't know nothing about it per se. Yeah, the language I do speak Spanish because that's a primary language there, it's true. But my mother values is what I go by my mother being Haitian, really, because my mother always wanted to let you know that be the best of you can be. Do not let people put label on you. And she always go by that motto. You always learning. The day you stop learning is the day you're no longer, on this earth. So as long as you're here, you continue to learn. If you have to reinvent yourself, if you have to change things, to reinvent yourself as a person, but always constantly be learning.
Okay.
Do not let yourself be someone who get comfortable to the point where you're not willing to learn that you know everything.
Now you own UNE Computers and also UNE Wireless. Beside these two, what else do you do as far as a businessman?
Besides these two, business-wise, I am also in what they call the entertainment business from the nightlife, as in nightclub, as a partner in a business here in Richmond, who is the nightlife. Real estate as well. I had to diversify myself over time because my full-time job reached a point where I had to step away from it. Not that I wanted to, but when they offer you to, hey, we're gonna want you to retire and we're gonna move your job outside of the country. So I decided to basically take that opportunity to work full-time on my businesses. Where before I wasn't. I was just basically the guy who make everything happen, was the investor, the guy who was investing in the business, spent some time from time to time in it. But my full-time job was primarily where I was spending most of my time. And when I get off work, I will come to each one of the businesses and give them some of my times. So after that was presented to me in 2016, I decided to spend some more time in my businesses for the past 3 years. And besides the UNE Computers, UNE Wireless, we have Dan's Family Restaurant. We also have, Mesica System, which is a real estate-based company. We have an investment company, D&H Investment, and a newer investment company got formed about a year and a half ago called H&D Investment. So those are the companies that I'm involved with. Some of them are by the nature of business. Some of them will come, some of them will go. But at the end of the day, we can't quit, really, because if you quit, you already give yourself a way out, and I'm not giving myself a way out. This is just where I am currently, and I can see myself going into other things really in the future.
Okay. My next question for you is about your clientele. In terms of ethnicity, culture, and community, who do you see the most in your stores?
Visibly the most, the people who walked into UNE Computers and UNE Wireless on our retail side of our business is mostly African American, I would say, which is about 80% of our business. And the other part of that is really mixed, strangely mixed for the past 3 years, where before it was more 90% African American, 10% of Caucasian. But for the past 3 or 4 years, it's been really mixed to, I would say, mainly Hispanic, Honduras, Mexican, and lately I've seen an influx of Vietnamese, Filipinos, and Korean who's been coming in, and I'm not surprised about it because of the way Richmond diversity is changing. But I was surprised about it because they found out where I was located, and they were able to come in for business because they were referred to us. So that ethnicity gap is getting a little bit, is widening a little bit more with a little more diversity. So now I'm down to between 75, 80% African American, and the rest is more of a Caucasian, Filipinos, Mexican, and so forth within the Asian community.
Now, I'd like to focus a little bit on the Haitian community. I am Haitian, and you are half Haitian.
It don't make no difference to me. Half of nothing.
Half of nothing.
My mother always say that that bucket that people put you in, if you allow people to put you in there, you're gonna find yourself not seeing the big picture. Okay. So half of Haitian, half Dominican, or my father being Cuban, it doesn't matter. I know culturally I have the language, I have the values, and I have the common ground of understanding each one of those cultures because of the way I was brought up. So if I have a customer who walked in who's Hispanic, they're going to realize that I am Hispanic eventually because I'm going to try to cater to their language as I speak to them. If somebody come from, even some people from Africa who speak French, I will also cater to that. I do have customers who are Haitian, and when they come in, and they will notice that as well because of the way my conversation and my demeanor and the values that I bring to the table in my conversation, because I have to understand them as I'm trying to repair, sell, or provide them any form of services that we have. Okay. And that Haitian community that I have come, I would love it to be more. Why I would love it to be more, really, because I feel that there's a lack of understanding of computers on our community, the Haitian community, even as well in the Spanish community, but more so in the Haitian community because computers are treated more as a gift, a present, not as a tool, an educational tool, a valuable tool to get to the next level. And I see more the parents, the Haitian parents, to be in that way. But yet the kids are either born here in this country, but who are, directly related to that culture. I found them to be more computer driven than their parents. So I would love to have more of that type of customers. I would like all customers. In business, you take all customers. But because of my culture, I would like to see more of my culture also as my customers, because I feel that they're lacking enough computer processing mindset, what the value of computers are, where they're going, what has been happening in the computer industry. And I think that's what most of my Haitian communities or customers are not getting.
Now, in Richmond, Virginia, we have we have Haitians in Richmond, Virginia. I think we have an organization, and we have several activities going on throughout the year, but we don't really have a compact community where we can say, okay, we have a restaurant there, a church there. The other day, I met with another Haitian who has another computer business in the Western area, and I spoke with him. I don't know if you saw the video that I put his name is.
I haven't yet.
Yeah. Oh, his name is Louis Loiseau. I talked to him about you, and he said he spotted your store while driving around, and he's gonna come here and say hello because he's Haitian.
I would love that, because I'll be honest with you, because by me having businesses in different places, different part of town, and currently trying to also get business out of states as well, not as a growing pattern, but to have diversity on the type of portfolio of businesses that I have. The reason I would like that really because it gives us buying power, branding power. I can go to an auction and purchase a bunch of computers, and they can be sitting in here, where that would be beneficial to another Haitian business. It will not be just beneficial to me as the buyer. It will be beneficial for me also to be a buyer and to be a wholesaler to another Haitian business and providing with a price that they wouldn't get at the auction or price they wouldn't buy retail. And because we can team up and have a better buying power ultimately.
Okay, that's great.
So I would love to be able to have a conversation with him, and for us to culturally come to a sense of we have to be together as a team, because it's not a matter of the sales. It's not a matter of. It's a matter of we have a culture who is dying slowly because some of us denying who we are. Some of us don't want to come closer to understanding really that ultimately we are of Caribbean descent, and we have to spend time on cultivating that. And I feel that the Caribbean, whether it's Haitian or any communities, what brings them together really is a sense of pride, is a sense of passion for not just where they're from, but a sense of a direction as well. That's what I think is lacking right now, and that can happen. With your TV, with your blogs and everything that you're doing, that will help out a lot. Because sometimes people may assume, oh, he's probably from Africa, he's probably from Jamaica.
Yeah, but I get that all the time.
But that's what it's saying.
Yeah.
Me, it doesn't bother me. When I was younger, it did bother me. But as I got older, I realized really it's not just a matter of not knowing. It's a matter of classification. So if we allow ourselves to be classified, just educate the people. Hey, this is where I'm from. This is where I'm born. This is what my culture
everything
is.
to everything else. Infinite intelligence.
So So I think it's really more based on the process of understanding exactly where we want to be as a community. We are not here by ourselves. We can be all conjugated related to religion. We can be conjugated as in a sense of business purposes, as a sense of togetherness or gathering together sometimes, just to make all of us feel that we are part of something bigger than us.
Okay. Now, I know we have in the community Adopt Haiti project. Have you been part of there?
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I've been very more on the background individual, really, because the people who have more. I always look at it this way: the people who have the best interests, the people who have the time, and the people who have the energy. Those are the people who can be upfront. As far as my help, I can provide my help on the background from logistical. Whenever they have an event, they can use any one of my business locations to utilize it. Whether it's the restaurant that I'm involved with, whether it's the nightlife restaurant that I have, or whether it's the lounge, whether it's the computer store, the cell phone store, any one of those locations, if it's going to benefit Adopt Haiti, to be able to showcase what they want to do, how they want to do it, I'm always obliged to help that. And furthermore, I always also try to figure out what is it that they need. How do they need it to happen? If I have the resources, if I don't have the resources, I'll make some phone calls, because I want that to be, by me being connected in the community and being in business, I've gathered some relationships over time that I can leverage those relationships to help Adopt Haiti. Okay. And I have, and I will continue in doing that, because to me, it's a matter of, if we all know what Adopt Haiti is doing, if we know what Adopt Haiti can be doing, if we know what we want Adopt Haiti to do in the future, we all got to go ahead and pitch in on areas that our strengths can help. If our strength can help Adopt Haiti, utilize your exact strength and the things that you do to help Adopt Haiti. And when somebody else's strength going to be able to be, just help them also. Just be there to be their cheerleader, or also give them pointers, or also to just, hey, send them a text message and say, hey, good job. Because we don't do that as much. We need to. We need to encourage each other. Not just because we're Haitian, but because we are great people from the island. We bring value to everywhere we are, whether it's a city, a town, a city, a state, wherever we are, we bring value. And the best way to bring that value is to be together, so that value can have a certain potency level to realize really, hey, these guys mean business, not an individual, but those group of people from that part of the world. Those group of people bring some value to the table. They're not here to take away. They're here to enrich the community that they're in. We're not here to take away. We're here to enrich the community. We're not here to just do business and then take and just run with it. No, we're here to do business and help the community as well.
Now, they do have an upcoming event in June which is
the festival.
The festival.
Yeah.
What kind of role will you play in that festival?
I've been playing some roles in the background related to booking some artists to perform.
Okay.
I've been playing a role also on providing some input related to some of the conversation related from the project itself. I've also been providing some input and also willing to provide some financial process and backing related to some of the things that are required for that to happen. I know that some sponsorship was going to be required from other people, but if I'm in the community and I can even provide sponsorship for the event that was related to the Caribbean, to the Haiti, to Haiti itself, that will be kind of, defeating the purpose. So that's what I'm doing in the background. I'm more of a background guy, really. Okay. And this interview, this video is great to showcase that. Sometimes we have to step in front and do that. But I'm more of the guy who like to stay in the background because I feel that some people are born to be a leader, but regarding the type of leaders that they are. I am my own style of leader, and my leadership comes from a different style and different background, and I have a multiplicity of values built into me by my mother, by my father, from different places. So that does help me to be able to sit back, take in, and put some advice in, and provide support when is necessary, when is needed, and as needed basis as I go on to figure out what is going on, and also to provide a sense of purpose, because I want it to be purposely driven for all of us, not a purposely driven for one individual, because it's not about me or who's in charge of DAP Haiti. It's about us.
But UNE Computers will have a tent as a vendor.
We will be a vendor there. We will be able to showcase there. I have another company that I'm planning also showcasing there, which is a company named Stallion. It's a male enhancement pill, who is all natural. So we will be showcasing that as well as onestallion.com. So we will be showcasing that as well, because we want to showcase that we are not just in one box. We bring also other values to the table.
Wonderful. And what's the last word?
The last word I will say that anybody who's looking at this, if you are from the island, whether it's Haiti or any other island, make sure that you understand that this is not about you. Yes, we are in the United States of America, but this is not about you, the individual. It's about the community that you represent, and that community also needs your help. And sometimes you have to put your own pride to the side and also stop denying yourself of who you are. Who you are is who you are. You can't change it. You can try. You can, do anything you can, but at the end of the day, be the best you that you can be from where you're from. Always showcase that. Where you're from is important.
That's great. Ed, thank you so much.
La vie a ses sacrifices, il m'a défendu le travail. Et me connaît mon résultat, à tomber si me travaille.